All right, we have readies for both players. Here we go. Game number one. We'll count them down together in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left, currently in a three-way tie for 4th in Division 1B with 7 points, but has a perfect record, 1-0 in matches and 3-0 in games. And boasting a personal best of 6,850,000 points. He's going to be rolling out of the United States. It's Blue Scooty. And over on the right, currently sitting in 7th out of 8 with 3 points. 0-3 in matches, 3-9 in games. He has a personal best of 1,311,000, also rolling out of the United States. It is Ansel. And Chaotic Hazel in chat says, just got home from softball practice and I made it. Let's go, Scooty. Oh, let's go, Hazel. Welcome in. As Scooty is playing rather efficiently at the moment, has yet to burn. Is going to get that vertical I-tuck setup going. Bang Tetris 5 in a row for Blue Scooty. Tetris for Anzel will bring him to 139. Scooty going to have to burn a couple lines here. He'll move to 115,000 and behind in lines at the moment. Java and T in chat saying, go Sparks and Minos. There you go. And Alex is saying, why is everyone rooting for Scooty? Come on, Ansel. Yeah, let's go. Scooty, of course, probably needs no introduction whether or not you're in the Tetris community. It's all over the news earlier this year after Game Scout's video of his Crash game came out and just kind of went viral. But right now, this game is really close. It's within a line and change. Although Scooty getting into a little bit of a spot here. 14-piece drought and counting. Finally gets the long bar, but his board's pretty messed up. Ansel's going to take the lead off this. Another Tetris for Ansel. Scooty still trying to dig this down. That is not a very good piece right there. That S did not help. You can see Scooty's just trying to play flat right now. Getting those flat burns, trying not to get his stack too spiky. Spikier stacks tend to be more difficult to play when you're trying to burn down. He's going to get a couple more Tetrises here. And it's a 1.5 Tetris lead for Ansel here just about halfway through level 18. I divide by 0 in chat says, Scooty fan here. Can confirm there's tens of us. I think you're a little more than a Scooty fan. Kind of hard for you to not be a Scooty fan, right? Yeah, we don't just have Scooty fans, we have Scooty family. Another Tetris for both players, 36,000 point lead for Ansel. And another Tetris for both again. Of course, Scooty just getting back from a trip to France to compete in the regional out there. That was won by Dan Vinky. Don't call him Vinky. Except do. Dan Vweller. Ansel holding on to a slight lead here as Scooty has a hole in the stack, but is playing around it right now. He's going to get access to that hole in column 7. And we'll see what he chooses to do with it. And that is going to be a go aggressive. Looking for a long bar here. Needs it sooner rather than later. He's going to get it now. Bang Tetris. Still kind of a scary board that's probably going to require a few burns to bring this down. Now double long bar dependency. Scooty wants no part of that, so he just fills in right side. And while all this is going on, Ansel also running into a bit of a complication as well. So really no increase in lead. It's about a Tetris and a half in favor of Ansel. As we've passed the 100 line turn, 494 for Ansel, 460 for Scooty. The Tetris for Ansel. Scooty having to do some cleanup here. Where you can look at both players' PBs and you see how equal this is. Like, how's Ansel, even ahead at this point, and most of that's going to come down to 29 play. Before 29, the quality of play, even among the top players, can be pretty varied like this is right now. You just get into one bad sequence that your opponent doesn't, and you might be taking a whole bunch of lines. There's the transition for Scooty, 560. Ansel already has more than that, and has room for one more Tetris, which would put him over at 616. Let's see if he gets that long bar out. It's taking its time. Finally shows up. Bang Tetris. As promised, 616,000 for Ansel on the transition. Another Tetris for Ansel, ending a drought there. There's one for Scooty. Pace lead's still about a Tetris and a half. Now Tetris for Ansel. Ansel board kind of spiky here. He's going to want to do something to allow more places for squares to go, especially if he gets more squares. And you can see he's doing it by taking some burns here, so losing a little bit of efficiency. That's going to allow Scooty to get back in this game and even take the lead. 702 for Scooty. Bang Tetris for Ansel to take the lead right back at 706. So this pace lead has shrunk. It is down to about 5,000 points right now. We are waiting on a long bar here. It is not coming. We are in the middle of a drought. And Scooty's drought will end. He'll get the Tetris. Ansel looking to reply, but there's the long bar. Finally, Bang Tetris, but that square misdrop is going to cause some problems a little later on here. He's going to turn this into a dirty Tetris well, provided he can clear this out, and he will. There it is, column 3, it's open. And there's the long bar. Bang, dirty Tetris for Ansel. Nice aggressive play there. But Scooty has taken the lead, 798 to 780. Yet another miniature drought coming in. Bang Tetris for Scooty. Ansel will get that long bar also for the Tetris. 19,000 points are all that separate these players, and they have 800,000 on level 24. So big scores at 29. Can be expected here. Ooh, Scooty getting into a bit of a traffic jam here on 25. That's going to allow Ansel to take the lead back, which he has done. Oh, bad misdrop for Ansel there. Was looking for the S, but the S came one piece too late. What a Vitz for Ansel. Scooty has taken the lead back, 892 to 885 with a left well, and there's a long bar. Bang, left well Tetris. He's going to move that back over to the right. Another Tetris for Ansel to go to 921. This is still very much neck and neck. Simul Tetris. 3 Tetrises remain for Scooty, 4 remain for Ansel with 1 available burn. It's going to score 1 there. Ansel actually with the pace lead could enter level 29 with a better score, even if Scooty Tetris is out here. Another Tetris for Ansel. A29 for Scooty, A25 for Ansel. Scooty going to take 2 of his 3 available burns. Looking for a long bar, but here's an incoming drought. Ansel going to be in the same drought. Ansel's really high up on the board here. It's going to misdrop. I don't know if he can get out of this. He's going to top out right before 29. And look at how long this drought was. There was no long bar coming any time this year. We will never know how long that drought was. Scooty's going to take it by 15,000. See if he can extend it or if Ansel can tie it up. We'll count him down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Very, very close game between the players. What's crazy about that last game is that if Ansel had gotten that last Tetris into 29, he would have won the game. And it was just the drought that stopped that from happening. Now, granted, without a drought, Scooty probably would have survived too, but still. Point being, Ansel was on better pace. Even if it was by a little minuscule amount. Only takes 1 point to win, asks Sidnev. Speaking of droughts, we have entered another one here. We secretly replaced Roncli's seeds with Colin's seeds. Let's see if they notice. Dear God. Colin says, oh, they notice. They are both out of it now, so should be fine here. Hazel in chat asking, I'm hosting an in real life mini Tetris tournament with my friends tomorrow. I made brackets and everything, and I'm commentating the whole thing. Any advice on commentating? It really depends on what your commentary style is. Do you want to like hype the players up? Do you want to just kind of like make sure that they know what the scores are? You know, it all depends on the form. Are they going to be listening to your commentary? Stuff like that. But my biggest advice is, you know, just kind of have fun. $115 for Scooty, $198 for Ansel, so been kind of a suffer dig for Scooty to start this game. And Ansel has taken advantage. Scooty will be ahead in the line count a little bit, not too much. There's some Tetris for Ansel. It's going to be a 244,000 for Ansel, 162 for Scooty, 82,000 point lead. So the droughts come back. This time we're going to see some burns. Chen in chat saying, avoid foods that will hurt your voice. Yeah, like anything acidic, probably not a good idea. Colin here is a barbershop quartet singer, so I'm seeing singer tips in here, which would also apply to commentary. Another Tetris for Ansel, 343, 248 for Scooty, 4 Tetris lead. Make it 5. Ansel is having his way with level 18 this game. Yeah, drink water. Hashtag stay hydrated. You know, I do a lot of long Tetris events on a weekly basis now. It's very important to keep the pipes well lubricated, so to speak, and to keep yourself energized. Like, don't underestimate that either. Another Tetris for Scooty. Of course, a lot of it comes down to, like, for example, right now I am commentating 2 players that are very, very good at level 18. There's not a lot to talk about. When it gets to level 19, it kind of gets a little crazier, so we kind of pay a little more attention, and we kind of, I think all commentators kind of do this. You know, they'll interact with other people, like chat, during a match. But once it hits level 19, once it starts getting serious or someone gets in trouble, it's just stop what you're doing. The match is important. As we do see a drought forming here, that's important. 20 pieces and counting. Scooty gonna have to take some burns here, and I can guarantee you he does not want to take any burns, as he is not getting a 500k transition in this game. Gonna score a Tetris there to go to 445. Same drought coming in for Ansel here. Another Tetris. 469. Hey now, 4 times. Scooty's transition score. Ansel with another 600 monster game here. High transitions are a very nice thing to have back-to-back. Gonna be droughted going to 19. Just has to take a bit of a burn there. Goes to 609. Bang Tetris go to 633. Scooty has a lot of work to do here. And Ansel's going to want to basically keep the pressure on. But you really want to make Scooty play aggressively on 29. But Ansel getting into a little bit of trouble here. Scooty's going to take a Tetris to crawl some of this lead back. As both players burned it all the way to the bottom. Ansel looking for a L, gets a J, gets an L instead. Oh, bit of a misflip there. It looked like he wanted to put that horizontal and ended up standing it upright. And Ansel in a lot of trouble here. Needs a long bar for the right. Gonna fill it in with an L, and that was the right decision. And long bar finally shows up, and another one will show up, and just like that, Ansel's out of trouble and still with the lead. Bang Tetris, 713 for Ansel. Bang Tetris, 674 for Scooty. Another Tetris to go to 703. So it's a 9,000 point difference, but Scooty is also ahead by 10 lines, which is important because that means that's 2 Tetrises that Ansel can get that Scooty cannot. Our Barrow saying a 609 transition with this few bars in 18 is really impressive. How many bars have there been? It's not on my screen. Another Tetris for Scooty. 802 for Ansel, 797 for Scooty. Another Tetris. He's going to take the real-time lead, but he's also ahead by 10 lines still. There's a Tetris for Ansel. It's that lead back. And another Tetris for Ansel. Scooty will set up and bang down another Tetris. Scores are a little more muted this game, but still easily on max out pace. As Ansel will hit 900 here on level 25, and Tetris is into 26 to 933. Scooty will hit 900 on 27. Another Tetris for Ansel. Next one will give him the max. Another Tetris for Scooty. This is a 500-point game at the moment. Bang Tetris for Ansel. Another Tetris for Scooty. Scooty does have the max. I was wrong. Ansel did not get the max. He's 400 points short. But we'll get it with that single. Bang Tetris. Ansel still in a pace lead here. Again, another Tetris. This will be the second time that Ansel has had a pace lead into 28. Another Tetris as we go to 29. 1,075,000 for Scooty. B on the board for Ansel. Gets that long bar, but doesn't want to put it right yet. Now we'll put the next one right. Bang Tetris. That was a very heads-up play, trying to keep his board nice and sane going into 29. 1,174,000 for Ansel, entering level 29, and off we go. Ansel needs to fill something in. Oh, Scooty's board getting a little bit high here. That square hang's going to be tough. He's going to need to get something over that. Gets a J over. Still not out of the woods yet. Both players still running. Scooty has taken the lead. 1,220,000 now to 1,217,000. And Scooty is in trouble. Another drought coming in. Can he get something right? He can. Scooty's still alive. Level 33. He's got to hang that square on the left. That's going to do it. Ansel, you're in a chase down. You need B30. And that's enough. Ansel will take one off of Blue Scooty at least and tie the setup at 1. He hangs a couple long bars on the right, but it doesn't matter. He's got the win. And again, look at the difference between these two. 12,000 points, even closer than last game. This is insane. Number 3, we'll count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And what was once a best of 5 is still a best of 5. It's just 1-1. This person did not see my donation. In fact, we've had a couple of donations. While we're getting started here, we'll talk about Alex Thatch, who donated way more than $10, $40, bringing our prize pool to $1,274.56. Don't forget that you too can contribute to the prize pool. It will be shared among the, I believe, the top 4 players at the end of the season in Division 1. Exclamation point Matcherino in chat if it hasn't already been typed in. Oh, man. Alex is doubling down. I'll say it's another 40 if he wins another game. Oh, the Tetris for Ansel. This is getting kind of crazy. Of course, we'll be seeing Alex in action a little later tonight. Here's your cue. We have SV and Cole, and then it'll be Ramations and Alex at the end of the night. And Game Scout's latest video, in my opinion, probably his best one yet, on Alex T's month of rampaging through the Tetris World Records. Definitely worth checking out over on YouTube. Alex has done a lot in the last month and change, and it's summarized fairly well in that video. Meanwhile, these two are right back into being neck and neck here. Less than a Tetris separating the players here. Early on, level 18. 213 for Scooty. Bang, Tetris go to 220, 221 for Ansel. Hey now, Hazel. I don't want to see any intentional top-outs in CTL ever. At least to give the other player a win. That's probably where I would draw the line. I'm sure Kingsman would be very unhappy, and you do not want an angry king. Oh, God. Another Tetris for Ansel, who's opened up a 1 Tetris lead here. Scooty making room for that square on the left. As a result, was not Tetris ready. And the long bar showed up. He's gonna get ready here, though. Bang, Tetris. Oh, there he is. There's an angry king. Oh, dear. Do not make king angry. Tetris for both players here, as we are almost piece for piece. You can see their next boxes. Ansel's getting the piece first, and then Scooty gets it right after him. Scooty has something that Ansel does not, though, and that's holes in a stack. So, a couple of burns required for Scooty. Ansel's going to take advantage with a Tetris there. 48,000 point lead here, as we're getting close to 100 lines. Why am I on? You've been going back and forth between those two accounts. It's been kind of funny. Scooty might be thinking dirty here. I think he was, and then decided against it. Good measured play there. Making sure his board doesn't get out of hand. And with this drought just coming in, probably was a good idea. Another Tetris for Scooty. He'll have 436 at the turn. Ansel will score a Tetris to get 483. So still about a 2 Tetris lead for Ansel in game number 3. And Alex throwing another $10 into the prize pool. Thank you, Alex. Tetris for Ansel. There's one for Scooty. Ansel picks up another one. Ansel looking to have his 3rd consecutive 600,000 transition. Oh, wow. The T-spin for Ansel was highly unnecessary, but he pulled it off. Like, honestly, that move nets him, I think, 380 points. Getting the double rather than going for 2 singles. It's a really small efficiency, but this is the level these players are at, and 625 will be Ansel's transition score. It's not hard to believe that that small of a margin may be required to win this. Oh, bad hang there for Ansel. He's going to need to bring this board down. It's not getting anything flat. Long bar doesn't go left. He's going to hang the bar. He's going to top out. Scooty, you have a chase down. You need 629. And Blue Scooty, who is definitely not a middle-aged man. Okay, there, I was about to say, someone who's not a middle-aged man going for middle-aged line-out strats. But no, waiting on the long bar here. Oh my god, Alex, what are you doing? That is not $10. That's $100. And that's a win for Scooty. Between Scooty and Ansel, we'll count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Scooty looking to close out Ansel here, but Ansel would love to send this to a game 5, I'm sure. Oh, couldn't get the spin. Look at Tetris, Alex T over here trying to be the next Scott Gray. And Scooty taking full advantage of that early mishap from Ansel's going to take the early lead. No surprise there, 69,000 to 30,000. Vits for the fans. Oh god, everyone is addicted to Vits. It's become a pandemic of sorts here in the world of Tetris. Scooty having to burn a lot of lines there with that double well, but does score the Tetris on the back side of it. It's going to hurt his pace a little bit, and that will allow Ansel to pull within a Tetris. Another Tetris for both players. Ooh, long bar dependency forming for Ansel here. Gets the long bar, but after that had to shove a square over to the right, so it's going to have to burn this down. That is a delayed Vits that Scooty is not going to resolve with a long bar. Uses 2 squares instead. Much to the disappointment of, well, chat probably. Another Tetris for both players. And Scooty lead. 235, 215. 49 lines in. This is your brain. This is your brain on Vits. Any questions? Oh no, there are a lot of people that are like completely addicted to Vits, we'll say. Both players kind of get into a little bit of a spot. Scooty's board looks a little better, but Ansel cleans up his issue immediately. And now Scooty is in a similar cleanup duty and will open back up. Nice spin there for Ansel. Did you see that L spin? Take care of the holes in column 9. Like into a little bit of a spot here. Needs a long bar very soon. And that long bar comes 1 piece too late. So he keeps the right side open. Oh, it's not open anymore. And of course, here come the long bars. A parade of long bars when the right side is closed for Ansel. Now, on the upside of that, bang Tetris for Ansel after that. Ansel was able to get rid of that hole in the stack, but look at what that's done to the lead. Another Tetris for Scooty. Scooty has a 6-digit lead right now. 425,000 for Scooty, 324 for Ansel. Definitely been struggling since the halfway point. How much is first place right now? I think it's 40%, right? Whatever 40% this is. Oh, it says on the Matrino page, if you scroll all the way down. 692. Oh, Ansel again getting some whack pieces. But we'll open up that column 8 for a Tetris there. We're at the 100 line turn. 494 for Scooty, 395 for Ansel. It is heating up so much, I'm turning my fan on. Another Tetris for Scooty. Scooty seems to have control of game 4 so far. Another Tetris for Ansel. Oh, again, these pieces are just not favoring Ansel's board very much. Of course, they're not doing much better on Scooty's side either. Gonna have to waste a long bar on clearing out a double rather than scoring with it. Tetris for Ansel. Here's a Tetris for Scooty. Another Tetris for Scooty as we're getting a few lines here from transition. Ansel having again to put a hole in the stack. I could have gotten out of that with a long bar flat followed by the T, but finds another solve. That's just as good. Another Tetris for Scooty will enter transition. It is Scooty's turn to get the 600,000 transition. It's 636. As Ansel's transition will not be bad, but will not match his first 3 games. He'll score Tetris to transition at 538. Almost 100,000 points behind Scooty at that point. We'll see how level 19 treats these players. Ansel's going to have to find a way to claw back into this to stay in this match. And a 20-piece drought coming in for Scooty there. We'll see when that hits on Ansel's side. Looks like the answer to that is right now. He's going to get the long bar for the Tetris. And another Tetris for Ansel. He's cut the lead to about 80,000 points here. Another Tetris for Scooty. There's a Tetris for Ansel. Key tuck there for Ansel. Scooty gonna have to take advantage of this double well as we enter another drought. There's a long bar. Tetris for Scooty, 759, 648 for Ansel. Another Tetris for Ansel. Ansel trying to keep pace with Scooty. Scooty is 2 Tetrises ahead in lines. About 136,000 points ahead in the game. Another Tetris to go to 710. Again, a Tetris. Both players will get it there. Scooty well ahead right now, but now starting to run into a little trouble. Has a hole in column 4. Had to open up the right well. And the Tetris for Ansel, who's going pretty dirty. Back-to-back jacks, as Kingsman would say. Picking up a pair of Tetrises there, but now, oh, both players kind of running into a bit of trouble here. Scooty's worse, as this is higher up on the board. Should be able to open up the right side, though, and does. And will get the long bar over for the Tetris. Still playing with that hole in row 1, column 4. Was trying to wait for the L, and the L never showed up. So more burns for Scooty is going to allow Ansel to close this lead some. Another Tetris for Scooty, 958 to level 26. Ansel with a hole in row 2. There's not going to be able to score a Tetris with that long bar. Oh, dear. 848 for Ansel and a messy board into level 26 here. Ansel is now looking at having to play on level 29 to take this away from Scooty, who's got the max out, 1,030,000. Oh, couple bad pieces here for Scooty. It's going to need a long bar. No, no way. No, you're not going for this. Are you? Okay, I was going to say. Scooty with a long drought there. And that drought's just going to show up on Ansel's board pretty soon. And there it is. 1,055,000 is going to be the level 29 transition score for Blue Scooty. Ansel in the middle of that drought I mentioned earlier. It's going to need a long bar here. And there it is, finally. Bang Tetris to go to 229 lines. There it is, 942, the transition for Ansel. More than 150,000 points down for Blue Scooty here on the kill screen. And And it is looking dire. Ansel has to hope for Scooty to top out soon. Oh, he's going aggressive. Meets a long bar. And there it is. Bang! Tetris max out for Ansel. Still down by 170,000 points. Still trying desperately to set up. It's getting a little messy here. Oh, can't flip the S. Still trying to survive. Can't get the L over. That's going to do it for Ansel. And Blue Scooty is good for game number 4. You're going to take the set 3-1. Watch him play this out here. Tetris hit 1.38. Ansel just kind of stretching after that one. I mean, he should... I don't know. I feel he should be pretty happy. Hello. I feel like he should be pretty happy for taking the game off of Scooty, and it was very hotly contested. We have a lot of in-person fans here for Ansel. Welcome in. Scooty will top out at 1,486,000. And there you go. There's your winner. A little bit of a scuffed cam, but this is Tetris, and, you know, we embrace the jank. But he will be your winner here. And up next, SV! Gonna take on Cold Bucket in Division 1A action. Up next, we got the lotion there, and the glove.
Taking an early lead here. Gets the Tetris on the board. Actually has 2. Ross still fishing for his first one after early cleanup duty, but ends up getting it 2 off the bottom. Gets the ball transfer. Looking good, though. Does have a little bit of a tuck situation. We'll have to take another hole in his stack. The Lombard Tetris did get kind of high, but he's going to get it down. 114 for Sunny, 70 for Raw. Gonna just live one off the bottom for a bit. This is his home now. DB saying, how much does 19 get played in Div 1? Not a whole lot, I will say that. And Ra kind of does a T-tuck, but that's going to close as well. Going to get a reopen, get a Lombard, get a Tetris. Who's saying, this is our second match with it in Season 25. 3rd overall. I remember there being like a 19 start playoff. What was the third? What was the last one last season? Because 24 is when it was introduced, right? Most players choose 18, though. That's been our MO. Yeah, Smalling versus Fractal for the first one, right? And did not end well for Smalling, but it's against Fractal, so, you know, that's kind of to be expected. Is confusing Poke versus Blue Scooty. There we go. Innovators in the space of fast Tetris, as Sunny needs to get this down. Does get a couple really nice pieces, gets the flat burn with a long bar. Both players digging, so he's not really going to be in losing any pace. In fact, he's going to get out of it first. Sunny has opened up quite a bit of a lead here. Triple digits, 277 to 164. He's just not going to T-tuck, but going to get a Tetris. Ball is completely burned down to the ground, so Sunny's next box is flickering, kind of. Mr. Champs cannot decide what it wants to think here is. Ra's board looking a little spicy, get some par for it. Ra's just like I feel like just getting himself into situations and getting himself out of them. So fun to watch, but also a little stressful. I think Sunny opened up quite a bit of a lead here. Lombard Tetris, 356 for Sunny, 181 for Ra. Takes a split triple. Ampu in chat dropping the online facts. As Raw again kind of doing a couple little digs here. And this was not quite as threatening, but he's going to let Sunny. Sunny's staying clean, though I guess right as I say that, he mischiefs a T, so, you know, or an L, not a T. So, you know, they're like pretty much the same letter. They're both consonants, that's kind of, you know. 414 for Sunny, 221 for Raw, and we're getting about 20 lines away from whatever you want to call the milestone of level 140 when during a 19 start. Okay, there we go. Okay, so King's been explaining that Season 20, there was a 19 start match in Season 23, but we haven't, Ampu and the team have not finished compiling the stats yet. Sunny 468, Raw 296. So there's your information. There's that's everyone's favorite thing, information. I'm a Sunny's opened up the lead a little more. Not insurmountable, but this is definitely a good position. He likes being in this position. As we cross 140, 541 for him, 370 for Raw. So he's up by 170,000 points. Gets a T for a tuck. Going to have to take a little few burns, but Raw is also going to have to take a few burns because there is a drought going on. Get out your trouts. If you, I mean, oh no. Raw mischiefs a L. Gets another couple bars over there. Gets a 2 5 tucks in a row. 2 5 taps in a row. Way up high. Gets the long bar, gets the Tetris. So he's going to resolve this very nicely. Churchsphere 888 saying, what time is Blue Scooter playing? I think he is actually playing later. So there is a... That is a... Those bars were so bail. Yeah, they were... not really... it's kind of... I mean, there's two ways you could look at it, right? First is as Raw misses getting an S all the way over, so... Gets a bar before it can become too much of a headache. Churchsphere 8888. Thank you for... inquiring about my personality. 8 p.m. ETs. I think that's the first match, right? Blue Scooty's playing someone. 688 for Sunny. 536 for Raw. So Raw has closed the gap a little bit, but wasn't clean. Oh, Sunny was clean, but now kind of hoping to get that way again. A little bit of a dig, kind of up high. Higher than he wants to be at least, but he's going to reopen the well. Hockey bars into it a little bit, but he's going to be A-OK. Lombard Tetris. At level 25, so we're getting closer and closer there. Code Cracker, thank you for the follow on Arbaro on my personal account. Those of you, if this match ends up on YouTube, which I think it will, I'm going to plug myself. You can go to switch.tv/ARBARRRO and follow me. I will restream some TMP matches mostly. There we go. Because I am shameless in terms of my self-aggrandizement here. 862 for Sunny. 687 for Raw. Very clean stacks here so far. Sunny, the Mr. Sham's thinking that Sunny just periodically turning off the next box because Sunny just lives on the edge there. Setting up significantly, 757 I will never get to heaven over on Raw's side as he is at level 25. We'll have to make quite a bit of room on kill screen. Goes into it 800,000 points. So getting the sack down though. He's taking some burns. Sunny goes into trail screen 975, very high, but gets the bar over, gets the Tetris, gets another one, which is good because he missed getting the piece all the way over. So both players level 30 now. 1050 for Sunny, 849 for Raw. So Sunny's board falling apart a little bit, but he's going to get a bar before it gets too out of hand. So he's staying alive. Needs something over to that right side though. Gets the bar all the way to the left. 1060 for him. But Raw has to set up. Gets a low bar. Gets the Tetris. Closes the gap a little bit more. 894. And another one. 932. Sunny fires right back, goes up to 1104. Lombard, he's not going to use it for the triple. He wants the big money. He's up to 1108. Raw's at 940. He's going to keep the bar, but he's going to... Oh, Sunny hits a 5-tap for the Lombard. Bro getting up high, getting up a little too high. He's going to misdrop the... as he can't get it all the way over. Sunny tops out 11-12. Raw, you're in a chase down. You need 11-13 in order to take it, but his bard's also creeping up there. He's getting them down, though. He is staying alive. He has a long chase down ahead of him. 963, but he is... Can he get anything over to the left side? Gets a square. Gets another one. He needs to get clean, though. He's going to run out of runway. He's up to level 34 already. He still has, 3 Tetrises to go here. So, yeah, I forget. These things are worth so many points. He's set up. Needs the first one. Okay, but he walks the wall. Needs the Lombard right now. Can he get it? He can't get the square over. He can't get the other whisker over. He is done. 984. Can't complete the chase down. Sunny will leverage his 29 advantage to take this one. GG's. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Hold on, we have... No, we don't. Okay. I thought we had different pieces there for a second, but it's just the next box messing up again.